What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm SwipaCam. Welcome to my channel. Y'all, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 10K by the end of the playoffs. Y'all, I just got done watching a barn burner between Nikola Jokic and Damian Lillard on May 24th. 2021, and the Denver Nuggets pull out the win in game 2 of the first round, 128 to 109, and it was a blow for blow drag out dog fight between Nikola Jokic, the MVP, best player in the NBA, and Damian Lillard, top 10 player in the NBA, second best point guard in the NBA. Absolutely put on a show. Bang for bang, dollar for dollar, absolutely put on a show. Everything you could have wanted, everything you could have expected. Jokic was absolutely outstanding tonight. Damian Lillard was absolutely outstanding tonight. There's so much to get to in this game, y'all, but let's go ahead and just say it. This is the kind of game you hope for in the playoffs. This was reminiscent of last year where we had Jamal Murray going against Donovan Mitchell from games 5, 4, 6, 1, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. In the second quarter, there was a period where Damian Lillard had 22 points in that quarter. It was just like Jamal Murray's 21-point quarter versus the San Antonio Spurs in the 2019 NBA playoffs. He had 6 3-pointers, and he was looking unstoppable. We'll talk about more in a minute, but Damian looked like a problem. Jokic was coming back every possession. Damian with a 3, Jokic with a 2, Damian with a 3, Jokic with a 2, Damian 3, Jokic 2. Back and forth. Damian at the half had 32 points, 8 threes in the first half, tied Vince Carter's record for 8 threes in the half. Jokic had 27 points at the half and like 5 rebounds and 4 assists. It was just lights out, knock dead, drag out basketball, y'all. So much love to Damian Lillard. Much love to the Weber State graduate, 6th overall pick in the 2012 draft, who ain't done nothing but shatter expectations, man. He's that kind of dude. But Nikola Jokic showed you why he was the MVP tonight. Here's the thing. People always contrast, and they, when you look on Bleacher Report and all that, they're showing all of Damian's threes, saying, oh, man, this dude is cooking. Can you believe this? But here's the thing. Jokic doesn't play as loud, but he controls every single facet of the game. Now, if you're a part of this channel, I've talked about this before. There's LeBron James, there's Nikola Jokic, then you got Chris Paul in there. Those are 3 players control every iteration of the game, every possession. They control the pace, the speed. They control who gets the ball, where they're going to go, who posts up where, when they're going to cut, all of it. So, man, just an elite IQ game from Jokic tonight. Let me read this off to you. Nikola Jokic tonight. In 31 minutes, again, only 31 minutes tonight. He's been on a low count, 35 minutes, first game, 31 minutes. And again, that means he's ready to go rest of the series. 31 minutes tonight, 38 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists on 15 of 20 shooting. That's 75% from the field. 15 of 20 shooting. He was 12 of 27 the other day. He was 2 of 4 from the three-point line. That means he is now 5 of 11 from the three-point line in the series, I believe. 5 of 11 in the series. And then he is also 6 of 6 from the free throw line today, which makes him 9 so that makes him 9 of 10 on the series so far. 1 steal. He was a plus 12 tonight, man. Jokic was cooking, man. Just absolutely cooking. That third quarter, again, just playing with him. Just playing. He had 25 at the half, and he was just doing whatever he wanted. He got Yusuf Nurkic out the game quick. He fouled out in the fourth quarter, but in the first half and the third quarter, he was just bodying them. Enes Kanter had nothing to do with them. In the first half, man, Jokic was literally just, mid-range. Today was Jokic looking like Kevin Durant in the mid-range game, which he, on the season, if you've seen the numbers, he shot in that territory historically from mid-range. But he was lethal from the mid-range today. He hit his three-pointers. He hit his layups. But really, man, I told you, what did I say last video? What they were probably going to do to make it to where you couldn't just body up Jokic in the post. They're going to play him higher, because that's exactly what I would have done. That's exactly what Michael Malone did. He played Jokic higher. Jokic is now operating from the top of the key or operating from right on that free throw line, and he just literally cooked him, man. You know, Jokic has such a pretty form, such a consistent form, so unless he gets fouled, he's going to hit it. But you know what? I said this on Twitter tonight. Jokic does not get superstar calls. There was a point he got hit in the back in the first quarter. It still turned into a three-pointer, but he got hit in the back and pushed on the ground. Jokic had 5 fouls today, almost fouled out. I asked Ryan Blackburn on Twitter, I was like, when's the last time you seen an MVP foul out of a first-round series? He doesn't get the respect he deserves, man. The fact of the matter is he only has 9 free throws in the entire series so far, and he's getting hacked. The NBA report came out. Michael Malone referenced it last game, said he should have had 8 other free throws in that game 1. And tonight, he has 6, but he could have had way more, man. Jokic was just absolutely cooking, man. Again, y'all, that third quarter just put him away. The Denver Nuggets were up. They were down. So they went into the first quarter, and they were up 31-25, playing really good defense. And then at the half, they were up 73-61, just lights out offense, 42 points in that quarter. And then at the end of the third, they were up 101-87. So they were just guns blazes. And they actually played pretty good defense today, you know, obviously until, other folks came in the game. But anyway, man, there's a bunch of stuff we need to talk about. I'm gonna kind of work through this. Main storylines, before we work through the rest of the roster, main storylines. Again, Damian Lillard was untouchable for a lot of this game. He had 42 minutes tonight, 42 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, 11 of 24 from the field, not efficient, but 9 of 16 from the three-point line. But he was 8 of 10 at the half, which means that he was 1 of 6 in the second half. And we're going to talk about why. 11 of 13 free throws. Once again, a point guard, 13 free throws. Jokic, center, in the paint. MVP, 6 free throws. Go ahead, do the math. 1 block. He was a minus 16, though. CJ McCollum, minus 23, but he had 21 points. Norman Powell, 15 points, a minus 24. So they can't play defense. That's the thing. You blitz them, they can't play defense. But I was so frustrated in the first half. So remarkably frustrated. Because literally, man, they weren't trapping Dame to save their life. Dame has, since the 2014 playoffs against the Houston Rockets, shown you give me a window, I'm going to make the shot. And so here Dame is, man. Dame is just literally running around uncontested. Look, coming over on screens, he's not getting trapped. Let me just hit this three-pointer. Hit 8 of them in the first half. Now, a couple of them, he had a step back here and there, but, I mean, he's hot by that point. But you don't let him get hot. I put this on Twitter, man. Who are the people that Damian Lillard struggles against when you guard him? Torrey Craig, Gary Harris. Torrey Craig is 6'6", a 6'9" wingspan. And Gary Harris is 6'4", with like a 6'8" wingspan. KCP, Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the Lakers. Alex Caruso with the Lakers. LeBron James. Aaron Gordon. Shaq Harrison. This is what was happening. This is the game-changing point. He was cooking everybody. It got so bad, Facu Campazzo got taken out of the game, and then he kicked over a chair, all this other stuff. But Facu was getting burnt. He was getting absolutely toasted today by Dame. Because, again, he was there, but he's too small. Dame is so used to playing against 6'4", 6'5", 6'3" guards. Facu is just not giving him any issue. So, bump Facu off. Yak. But what happened? Michael Malone got so upset in that second quarter when Dame was just cooking. So what did he do? He entered Shaq Harrison, and literally the first possession Shaq Harrison gets in the game is a turnover. Because Shaq Harrison, by the measurable, is one of the best perimeter players, guard defenders in the league. And as soon as he got in the game, everything changed. As soon as he got in the game, that whole thing stopped. And what did Michael Malone do in the start of the third quarter? And you can expect you're going to see this from here on out. He put Aaron Gordon on him. Once again, he struggled with LeBron James. He struggled with the Torrey Craigs, the Jeremy Grants. He struggled with the Gary Harris. You got to put long, rangy, quick twitch athletes on him. And Aaron Gordon fits that profile to a T. Is he as quick as Jeremy Grant? Maybe not. But he's just as long. He's strong and he's agile and he can get up. And again, man, once that happened, it was a different story. The whole game changed. because Dame wasn't getting easy shots. Now, he got a step back against Aaron Gordon, but again, man, you live with that. You give him that. Like, hey, man, go ahead and take it. That's a superstar shot. I mean, honestly, that's a Jamal Murray. That's a Donovan Mitchell. That's a Damian Lillard. That's a Steph Curry. That's a Trae Young. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to do my best, but you're going to hit a step back. That's a James Harden. You're going to hit a step back. I mean, that's a Kyrie Irving, Game 7 in the 2016 Finals. Stars to superstars are going to hit those shots, but you make it hard. Whereas, first half, Facundo Campazzo, Austin Rivers, he was doing whatever he wanted. Austin Rivers didn't really get any playing time in the second half, and that was important because he wanted to keep Facu in the game because Facu off the ball defense was playing really well, but not on ball against Damian Lillard. So, again, once AG got put on him, it was a wrap. And then really after that, it was Shaq Harrison. So it was going to be AG or it was going to be Shaq, and they literally changed the game, man. Like I said, Dame had 32 at the half. He had 42 at the end of the game. And he was 8 of 10, then he was 9 of 16 from 3. And all that was Shaq Harrison, and all of that was Aaron Gordon. So that was a great move finally by Malone. It took a while. It took a lot. It took an avalanche. 22 points in the second quarter, and then everything changed. So, man, that was a great adjustment by them. Great adjustment by them. Michael Porter Jr., 33 minutes, had 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He was a plus 17 tonight. That was the second highest of the starters, plus 17. Facundo Campazzo had again, not defensively, he did not have a good game on Dame. Off ball, he had a good game, not on ball. He cannot be on ball against Damian Lillard. That's just never been somebody that Damian has struggled with. 12 points in 30 minutes, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, with 1 block, with 3 steals, and he was a plus 11 tonight. Off ball, you can do it. Give it to him. Austin Rivers tonight, 20 minutes, 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 of 5, 2 of 3, 1 of 2, and he was a 0 tonight. So he played a little bit with the bench, so that's kind of why that looked like it too, but he also struggled a little bit. He was there on some plays, but he struggled on defense a little bit. Really, the MVP of the bench is Monte Morris, man. Monte Morris in 30 minutes tonight had 12 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, 5 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 block, 2 steals, and he was a game high, team high, plus 19. Tied with game high plus 19. Just a great game for Monte Morris. He had a acceleration stop against C.J. McCollum that sent C.J. flying across the court. Yak, mid-range. I love Monte Morris in the mid-range. I love him on pick-and-roll mid-range. Just great ball control, great pace control. Great job, Monte Morris. Again, last starter, Aaron Gordon, man, played a good game today, man. Aaron Gordon had a great game today, y'all. I mean, excellent game, both sides. He got the ball stripped a couple times, but he got fouled on one of them as well. Aaron Gordon, 28 minutes. Again, low minutes tonight. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three-point line. That's key. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Don't like that. And he was a plus 19 as a starters, led the starters in plus minus today. Aaron Gordon, once he played defense on Damian Lillard in the third quarter, the whole game changed. Everything changed. Everything changed. So that was just a great job by that unit. Jermichael Green, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He was a plus 10. Paul Millsap had 15, 7 and 3, 5 of 8, 0 of 2, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He was a plus 8. Like I said, Shaq Harrison at 10 minutes tonight. And literally, man, somebody pull it up because I can't do it right now. But if you can, look at the plus minus in the game. And Shaq Harrison had to be, I mean, he was a plus 4 here, but his defensive rating must have been maybe in the 70s or in the 80s. It was that good. It really was that good from Shaq Harrison today, man. So it was just a great game. Here's what we need to talk about. That refereeing was atrocious, man. That was one of the worst ref games I've ever seen. I even added the NBA officials because it was that bad. I mean, literally, I think they had 47 foul calls and like 54 shots or something like that. What was it? 47 foul calls. 54 made baskets or something. It was just outrageous. It's like, what is this? I mean, it was just the amount of free throws. Here we go. Tonight, 27 personal fouls on Portland, 25 on Denver, 3 technical fouls on Denver, 2 technical fouls on Portland. Just outrageous. Denver shot 30 free throws today, and Portland shot 28. 58 free throws. I mean, it was just outrageous, man. They made the game about them so much. It was terrible. I mean, Facundo Campazzo got pushed by CJ McCollum. It was a flagrant. It shouldn't probably have been a flagrant. It probably should have just been a regular technical. But they lost control of the game early because they were just chatting back and forth. People were pushing each other. Melo pushed Nikola Jokic in the back, and it was just a lot of flare-ups. It was just a bunch of stuff, man. It was just a bunch of mess, and the referees did a terrible job. I just don't – that unit should never work together again. It was that bad. I mean, it was reminiscent of the Western Conference Finals in 2008-2009 season with the Lakers in Denver. It didn't make sense. Like in the third quarter took like 40 minutes because of all the foul calls, because of all the free throws. Everybody, and especially the Nuggets in that quarter. It was just unreal. It was unbelievable. But once again, man, Jokic continues to get hacked, and he continues to not get shooting calls. And I don't understand. He when you win the MVP award, maybe they have to physically give it to him. Maybe the referees are still like, all right, he's a 41st overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. He still looks like he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Maybe when he holds physically in his hand the MVP award, and then you have Adam Silver say, hey, 2021 or 2020, 2021 NBA Most Valuable Player award goes to Nikola Jokic. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Because, man, it's terrible, man. It's awful. Like Damian Lillard, 13 free throws, but Jokic, 6? Don't make sense. And some of those were technicals. So that was a really good game. That was a great statement game, great comeback game, 128-109. We're going back to Portland. Denver has an opportunity to not just win one of those games, but two of those games. But again, they have to come out defensively the way that they did. They came out defensively looking to cause some problems, and they did. They came out defensively looking to cause some problems, and they did. So that was just absolutely excellent across the board for them. And y'all, we going to see what's going to happen. We going to see what's going to happen because I think, man, we about to have a series. I think the Nuggets can get 1 and 2 of those games in Portland, and I think we're going to have quite the issue coming up. I think the Nuggets can come back up 3-1. They have the ability to, but again, are they going to? They have to play defense the way they did from that second quarter on. And again, that's going to be Shaq Harrison. You don't want to start Shaq Harrison, put AG on him. Put AG on him. CJ McCollum, Facundo Campazzo, let's do it. Put AG on Dame, and let's just go play ball. It's going to keep cooking. Jokic have 38, 8, and 5. He had 34 and 16 in one last game. This is the thing. The only reason that Denver can't stop, well, not just the only reason, they can't stop Portland because they have injury. If PJ Dozier was here, Damian Lillard would not be doing what he is doing because he's that kind of defender. He's just as quick, and he's long and fast, and he can jump out of the gym, and he's smart. But the fact of the matter is they have no answer, whether they have Yusuf Nurkic or they have Enes Kanter. There is no answer for Jokic. So he literally shot 75% from the field. What are you going to do about that? So anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for the episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what do you think? How do you think that the game went? What do you think Michael Malone needs to do next game? What do we need to see from Jokic, from MPJ, Austin Rivers, Facundo Campazzo, Aaron Gordon? Let me know, y'all. We going to be back. Next game is Thursday, May 27th. We got 2 days off, y'all. We're going to be back, y'all. I'm going to see y'all soon, Swiper Gang.